But like I said, this fight does not have nearly as many RNG checks as the last one did. Okay, so the theory here is that he should always click light screen or reflect. Reflect. I think that's better. Alright, so let's count turns. That's 1 turn. He has a light clay, so it'll be 8 turns. We are now flip turning. Oh! What is happening? Encore Switch AI? I didn't know about this! Why didn't anybody tell me? What? Oh my god. Okay, so he has an 8-turn reflect up. Luxray is out. I'm glad that I flip turned at least. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. We're steering already, boys! So, Luxury is out. If we send out... Well, I think the Flame Orb will proc right now. Missed part of the line cooking. The throw. I think he's gonna get burned immediately. He hard swapped. I think getting the Intimidate is honestly valid. He cannot click anything but Zing Zap on Gyarados, so we may as well send out Gyarados. This is just happening a little bit earlier than I would have liked, because that means we may have to stall longer. But at least we get a free Intimidate. We don't have to take a hit on Gyarados in this scenario, which is different than my line plan for. Okay. So now he should only see Zing Zap. Because it's the only move that kills. So we send out Teddy. That's 2 turns of Reflect, by the way. And that should be 3 turns of Reflect. This should be Superpower for highest damage. He's at -1. Yeah, it's always Superpower here, guaranteed on Ursaluna. Nothing is better here besides Gyarados for the Intim. It'll always be Zing Zap. You can never Zing Zap here. You're gonna drop your attack and defense by 1 stage each. That's 4. You should still only ever Zing Zap. He should be at -3 attack and -1 defense. He always Zing Zaps. He always superpowers. Superpower with a crit should never be able to kill me here. We're chilling. He's at -5 attack, -2 defense. It's still only ever Zing Zap here. That should be turn 5. I think. Teddy for Zing Zap. I think I have to think here a little bit. I do want to stall out the reflect turns as much as possible, though. Can a superpower crit kill Gyarados from here? 150 HP. He's burned. Wow, really? Okay, a superpower crit can now kill Gyarados. That's bonkers. That's actually insane. Okay, maybe it's worth considering swapping to K Faraday now. Well, you know, I think we can, because we can First Impression. But the problem with First Impression now is that Reflect is currently up. With Reflect up, he's at -2 defense, he's at -5 attack. First Impression just flat out does not do enough yet. But a crit doesn't kill Golisopod with superpower, at least. Hell, Zing Zap doesn't even do much. Granted, he could always crit and then one-shot me. Turns is 5. I think this is 5, yeah. Alright, I think we always send out Teddy either way right now, because we don't want to send anything else on a Zing Zap. Alright, superpower crit can indeed kill Gyarados now. So if we send out K Faraday, here's the plan. That should be 6. Superpower will now bring him to -6 attack. Correct. It does negative damage, and he is now at -3 defense and -6 attack. He does negative damage. His highest damaging move is Zing Zap still. He can click nothing but Zing Zap. With Reflect up, First Impression always kills Luxray from this range. I think we just go for it. Yeah. I think now's the time. Oh my god, wait! I had Silver Powder in. Okay, thank god. To be fair, I would have had to get crit there to get killed anyway, but still. Teleon comes up. Reflect is still up, important to note. Which is good, actually, for me. I wanted Reflect to be up in this scenario. So, because I don't want him to click it again. He should never click Light Screen here, because he doesn't see that I have a special attack. At least I don't think he should. Inteleon on Golisopod actually does not kill me with Air Slash unless he crits. But he can still crit. You should never click Snipe Shot here. I could just Alley-oop off the backboard and send in Magnezone, but I think that's a throw. my whole entire plan on this relies on Encore, so I just need to hard swap back. If it's Clay, it's +7 even without corresponding move. Really? So it'll probably click that over Air Slash then. I mean, does Leech Life kill? No, not even close. Wow, why does it do so little damage? That is embarrassing. Oh, because Reflect is up. I'm a dumbass. Yeah, that makes up. That makes sense. If you Encore again, it can hard swap again. Indeed. I'm wondering if I'm okay with that. The problem with that is that... What'll he swap to then? So we've killed Luxray. So Cloyster. I don't know what else. I guess swap next into the lineup? He swapped to Luxray because that was good into Prim. What would he send in? He would send in Drapion before Cloyster every time because Cloyster dies to Prim. So I'm actually kind of okay with Drapion because I could just flip turn into Ursaluna and Reflectively up by then. I think I'm correct. We're gonna send out the best. He did Air Slash. Fudge. Okay, Reflect is still up. What do I do? He should Light Screen. He does not do enough damage. Reflect wore off, I didn't even realize. This is a scuffed fight. Okay. So Reflect is up. He theoretically might switch here. He stayed in. Oh god. So, is it like random switch? Okay, wait. It's only a 50-50 to switch. Is it a 50-50 to switch every single turn? If that's the case... Light Screen is not up, by the way. I think Thunderbolt does massive damage to the entire fight. It kills Cloyster. It does really good damage to Drapion. Oh shoot. And it kills Inteleon. Now if I send in Carnivine, it'll probably send in Drapion. To be fair, Leaf Storm actually does decent damage to Drapion. Like, it's not bad. It really isn't. I think that damage will allow me to kill with high horsepower even through the Reflect. No, not quite, actually. It's close, but not quite. But I think Thunderbolt's better, at the end of the day. I think this is Magnezone, in hindsight. Yeah. Thunderbolt. Big damage. He reflected. That's fine. We kill Inteleon here. And we have a free switch into whatever comes out next. I think it'll be lineup. Because they're both faster. And they... No, it should be Drapion. Because it'll see that Cloyster dies to Magnezone. Oh, really? I'm shocked about this. I mean, I'm okay with this, but I'm shocked about this. I actually don't understand. It didn't set up Light Screen. I mean, even if it did, I kill a Thunderbolt. Why did it send out Cloyster? I'm so confused. I guess Drapion doesn't do more damage to me than I deal to him. But... Drapion doesn't die. Yeah, I don't know. Because you got damage both. Those KO switching, those AI went by who's faster, and since they both are, it's lineup. So I outdamage both. Interesting. I thought it would prioritize the one that doesn't just instantly die. Alright, Thunderbolt. Do not flinch me. Yes. Woo! I think that's GG. Well, no, we're not quite out of the woods yet, because Reflect is up. We originally planned to have stalled out Reflect. I think it's 4th turn of Reflect. We're doing pretty good, though, considering the steer. So, here's the problem. If he goes for Night Slash and crits me, it's GG. I gotta check my probabilities really quick. He could either go for Night Slash or Swords Dance here. I think it's just a flat out 50-50 whether he crits. Crit ratios. Pokemon. Alright, chance of critical hit, Gen 7 onwards. Held item scope lens is +1 stage. Moves with a high critical hit ratio. So it's +2. So yeah, it's a 50-50 to crit. It is extremely unlikely for him to Aqua Tail. It is technically possible, but it's very unlikely. How do we feel about K Faraday here? So K Faraday... The problem is if he SDs. If he SDs and then crits, K Faraday just dies, and that is so unfortunate. That doesn't really work. I could sack Trucy. The problem is Reflect is up and it still has like another 3 turns. This is rough. I feel like AI could SD here, is the one thing that's making me think, huh. Here's the next question. Do I lose if he SDs and I switch to Teddy? I do if he Aqua Tail crits. Aqua Tail does not have a high chance to crit, so it should be 25% chance, I think. Oh, it's only 12% chance to crit with just Scope Lens. Okay. That's not as bad. Gyarados dies to a crit and I can't risk Gyarados. Truth be told, I really don't want to risk Trucy either, but... both are +6. I think it's time. I need to see what is more likely. General setup. So Drapion never sees that it dies to me. Important to note. Starts at +6. Paimon is incapacitated. Push on +3. AI is slower and is 2-code by Playermon. But AI is not slower, it's faster. Okay, so +6 and highest damage. Because I think AI only sees crit if it's guaranteed. Alright, technically, highest damage here is more likely than Swords Dance. Because highest damage is 80% 6, and then it's a 50%. Or +8, 20%. So it is less likely to SD. So let's assume that he's Night Slashing. But it can Swords Dance, and I have to accept that. So what do we do if he Night Slashes at the end of the day? Like, it doesn't really help me. Prim will bait Cross Poison. I could actually stall here, couldn't I? I actually could. Because Prim will always bait Cross Poison. It dies guaranteed. And it's not going to Cross Poison a Magnezone. If he SDs right now, I probably just have to sack Trucy and Prage that Aqua Tail doesn't crit after Reflect wears off. Even if it does SD, it's still baiting Cross Poison, so I could hard swap back into Magnezone. Which will then bait either Night Slash or Aqua Tail. I think I agree with the Primarina switch here. Primarina can never die at the end of the day. It'll stall it on another turn of Reflect. I think I'm on turn 5 of Reflect. It'll always be Cross Poison. Damn! That's so bad. Alright, we gotta sack something, I think. I really hope that we can't lose here. Surely it's just Carnivine. Let me think for a second. We sack Carnivine. I could maybe try to Intimate, but I'd have to bait specifically Aqua Tail, which is impossible from anything but Teddy. And I don't think Intimate matters because it already has Scope Lens, Sniper. I think I just need... But the problem is that I need to stall a little bit more. That's the main issue that I'm facing right now, is that Reflect is still not up. The only way for me to kill this Drapion is to, one, by the way, not get crit by Aqua Tail. Granted, it's only a 12% chance to crit with Aqua Tail. So we are still most likely winning after sacking. You have other Leaf Stormer, which is like the only thing it does at this point in the game. I have one other Leaf Stormer, which is Eldegoss. But yes, you're right. Carnivine actually is pretty useful to me, but it is definitely the most sackable mon here. I have to accept the fact that I need to sack. It just is what it is. But I need to stall a little bit more. So we're going to send out back Yanni Yogi, which I think dies. Here's the thing. What if he SDs again? Now, that would be absolutely ridiculous. Could he actually SD again on... I think he could. It's so unlikely. Like, it's ridiculously unlikely. Because he's already at +2. Wait, it's totally possible. It's totally possible. Hear me out. What if I risk the 50-50 on Yanni Yogi? It's just a 50% chance to crit. We risk it. Thunderbolt. Magnezone is an infinitely better mon than Carnivine. But... first of all, he could SD. No matter what, I need to stall out enough turns. If I Thunderbolt, let's say I risk the 50-50 on Magnezone here. Let's say I just frickin' do it. F it, we ball, right? We live on the off the 50-50. We Thunderbolt. We do not have a Metal Coat. We Thunderbolt. And then that'll put it into range where First Impression will kill. And I might be able to pivot through to Best into K Faraday. No matter what, I need to swap in Magnezone, so I may as well just do it. I think risking another SD is bad. I'm not risking an SD. Okay, So the original plan that does risk another SD is, basically, at this point, I'm considering risking a 50-50 on Magnazone's life. The plan is either sack Trucy right now, but the problem with that is that I think I'll lose more Mons, because that does not waste enough turns. If I switch in Trucy right now, then Reflect will still be up when I send in Teddy, so Teddy won't be able to kill anyway, so there's no point. So if I do the Yana Yogi strat and live off a 50-50, or at SD, if it SDs, that's even better actually, because then I might need to sack Trucy, but then I could just send in K Faraday and First Impression. He cross poisons. Okay. So, 50-50 chance for me to live right now. It's actually a little bit more, because I think it's still possible for him to SD again. I definitely wish that I Thunderbolted earlier, but what can you do? Yeah, for some reason, crit deals more damage to Magnazone than SD non-crit. I wonder why. That was the main reason why I didn't do it. But yeah, SD non-crit deals less damage. He can't ever kill me as long as he doesn't crit. Alright, we're risking Magnazone's life. We're Thunderbolting. Don't crit! No! There's no way. We got Bro. What? What was that? Oh my god. The game's just too easy, chat. The game is just too easy. What are we talking about, bro? Why were we scared? It's the easiest game of all time. You just gotta believe in your Pokemon,